Speaking of wedding preparations, Ruby's getting hers ready. Tanya's getting hers ready. Colette also. I mean, there are 3 engagements right now on this show.
4 with Tubbs.
4. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can count that one.
Hey, him picking out his tux is going to be exciting.
Cute.
Well, let's Tubbs. When is this thing happening? Is this something we should put on our radar? Like, is it soon?
We've been discussing it recently. We're not sure. Probably early in the year.
Oh, that is early.
Well, that's like around the corner, Bob Horner.
Yeah, we should probably figure that out.
You should figure that
It's gonna be
out.
a mellow affair.
Don't do
I don't even
January
think you have to wear
18th
shoes.
because that's my wedding anniversary.
You don't even need to wear shoes to Tubbs' wedding. It's going to be
Love it.
barefoot.
I'm down
I
with
feel
that.
Well, Colette, let's focus on you for a second. So you and Raul, you're putting together your invitation list, right?
Yeah, so I was texting him because I was getting all my because I don't have like all my extended family's addresses and stuff. So I was getting them
Right.
all together, texting my mom and my dad and all that stuff. And I was telling him to do the same for his family. And he was like, "Why do we need their addresses? Like we could just email it to them." And I was like, "No, we're not doing an Evite. This is a wedding, not a birthday party. It's a classy affair." But then I was talking to Ruby in the back room, and she was like, "No, it's actually really common to do Evites." And I was like, "Am I crazy? Like, I don't know. I feel like having like a physical invite is classy. It's nice. You get to put it on the fridge. It's very cute. Like, I don't know. Like, that's what I want. But Raul and I we're having a dilemma about this.
It just ends up in the trash.
I'm going to be no expert on this, but if you think about expense and time, no one really, I mean, maybe your family, but like, no one really keeps your wedding invitation. That's what you said.
I keep wedding invites.
No, you don't.
No, you do not.
No, we throw them away. But
At
if it's
some
your
point, they're
wedding,
cluttered.
I still have mine, and I have extras, by the way,
Yeah, of
because
course.
we bought
so
too
make
many.
a handful of them and send them to just a few people.
Send them to
Why
like
you
the
just make-
cores. Yeah, like the
Yeah,
moms
why don't you
and
do the
dads.
core group that get the physical card and then the rest Evite that.
Okay.
Save the time and money.
But if it's like in an email, people like are so weird about their emails. Like they feel like they never check
Wow.
their email. It could just completely get lost in the shuffle. I feel like when it's physical mail, they can't ignore it.
I mean, that's a dream.
then you
People
send a
that
follow-up
don't see
email.
your invitation and then they don't come to the wedding. That's
Oh, you want everybody
one
to know
less
they're
person.
invited. You guys have this thing all wrong. I'm with Raul. I think it's a less expense and it's less headache to do the Evite. Maybe if you want to do some paper cards for like family, then or invitations for family.
I
that's
like that as
okay.
a compromise. Yeah, doing like half
Yeah.
and half.
But at the end of the
maybe.
day, everybody RSVPs. Like, you're not going to RSVP through the mail, right? You're going to do it through...
Oh yeah, it's gonna be like a QR code. on
Right.
the- Yeah,
So ultimately, they have to go to a computer to
QR.
RSVP.
that's true. Guys, you're supposed to agree with me.
I don't know. I don't know that I agree with. I say if you really want to do it, it's your wedding. You're only going to do it once, in theory. Get your invitations. Just do it the way you want to do it. Who cares if it's going to cost you a little extra?
But it is also his wedding. Like it's both our
Oh,
weddings.
Raul needs to figure it out now that you're
But
right,
keep in mind,
and he just
41%
goes
of
along with
marriages
it.
end in divorce, and so you could be doing it again. So I
Oh
just
my
want to be
God,
realistic.
that's
here. You just
that
have to be
statistic's
realistic, guys.
actually not
Pragmatic.
true. It's not true. No.
How is it not? How come all the
Because
married
it's-
people say it's not true?
Because we're
the-
married.
how did they collect that data? Tell me how they
Well, I
collected
don't
that data.
know.
Was it peer reviewed? I don't
Challenge
see
him.
it. Yeah.
Challenge him,
Yeah,
Colette.
I
Excuse
strongly
me,
disagree with
Sisney's
this.
the one that told me about it last week.
Lies. You're the one that
You're the one
called
that gave me the
me.
information.
You called me on my wedding day and told me the divorce facts. Do you not remember that?
I did. I didn't
Yeah.
realize you
Yeah.
were married that day.
That is...
Bad timing.